Hey yeah, folks, this is Shanfran here, and welcome back to my draft number 6 in the Bronze to Mythic series. We have hit Platinum, I think it's called, last time, with some decent drafting so far. Or at least decent success. And now let's see if we can keep it up, or if we're gonna crash and burn horribly. That has to happen at some point, right? Like one of the good 1-3s. But for now, it's been fine. I also did like a fun quick draft between last one and this one. And that was pretty amazing. Got the nuts black-red deck. Have tried to play with that before at knife points. A lot of Grenadier, whatever they're called. And a cool the Unrepentant as well. So let's see what we have at here. This is a nice suite of rares. Whenever you commit a crime, create a tap treasure token. This ability triggers only once each turn. Sacrifice three treasures. 4/4, Dragon, Scorpion, Flying, and Haste. So if we can get another way to make treasures, this works as well. And then there's a cool, and then there's, what's this guy about? Let's just tag this in. Flying Lifelinker. That lets you double cast. I just played with a cool, and he is pretty insane, so perhaps we should just take him. But it's also very hard on the mana requirements, and this is not. I haven't tried this guy. Let's try this guy. He dies to everything. She dies to everything, I guess. Activate only as a sorcery. But if we can get some way to create treasures like Jolene, she sometimes goes all the way around at knife point. This is basically the deck I had, like before. Took Rakul and at knife point. So, committing crimes. Maybe we're just trying this again. I can't for the... just sending Rakul on the first one is so bad with this. Oh, that's typical. This spell cannot be countered. Destroy target non-land permanent. Nice. Blooming Marsh. Yeah, okay. Still think it's weird they included this in the desert set. I think this is the strongest card here. Void Rent, maybe. Jacket Barons is nice. Let's take a knife point and see if we can make this work again. And immediately even more. There's a good black, some good red here. I think Skewer the Critics is the best of these. But I think Desert Stew might just be stronger. Any target is nice though. What else do we have? We have a Hard Bristle Bandit, which is nice, but with this start, really. My pack 2 is gonna be horrible. Skewer the Critics, Consuming Ashes. The Slick Shot Lockpicker as well. Yeah, well, we're not seeing green, we're not seeing white, so we are in some of the right colors. And another Jacket Barons as well. These packs has also just been stacked. I think I do want Consuming Ashes here. Over the Skewer the Critics, even though getting to 1 mana of this is pretty insane. A strong start so far. There's a Hellspur Brute as well. Holy moly, what can we else get? Cunning Coyote is nice. Explosive Derailment is probably nicer. I'd prefer to just have... yeah, maybe not even yet, because we don't have any of the cards for that. Hellspur Brute means that we want to pick up some... Berserker is not an outlaw. We want to pick up some outlaws, is what I mean. Maybe we take the Derailment instead. We have double removal spell already. This works with crimes and outlaws. I think we're taking the Hellspur Brood here. And then we just have to snag some of the early game outlaws. That is close. Let's try this. Hustler is an outlaw, right? Definitely. Counts crimes. There's a Lone Shark as well. Thunder Salvo is not insane. Canyon to be able to splash some blue. We prefer not to splash in this kind of deck, I think. Depending on how low on the curve it ends up falling. Hell to pay, yes please. Makes treasures for the Horde Master. And kill stuff as well. We're gonna take that. And we are getting a write down. We're getting a duelist. Duelist can be pretty neat if we can get like a Raven to go with it. Write down is primarily white as well, I mean. Gold Pan is not horrible. I think we are taking the duelist here. It doesn't like really feel that aggressive, but if we can make the synergy work. Whenever you commit a crime, create a 1/1. Yeah. And this guy is technically a mercenary, although not a strong one. Maybe this is like a brick. I think I'm taking this guy. Just to have it. The Quill Chart just seems like a better card, but I think I wanted less in a deck like this. So put him in the sideboard for now. I hope you can't hear those. So, interesting start here. A lot of strong cards. Does sort of feel like me just trying to relive the glory days, but when it comes, right? Sending the Akul instead of the Magma. I think that's an interesting pick, whether or not you want the one or the other. The other guy is just, like, really strong on value-wise. Not just a strong card, I mean. Round up when you cast a second spell. That's probably not what we're doing. This went all the way around, okay. Do we want a round up instead? Just create all the mercenaries. Can we 2-spell that often? We might be able to. Oh, that's too late now. Rodeo Pyromancers, return the favor. I think we're gonna take this. I don't know if we're running it. These are also mercenaries, though. It gives us more mana. Let's try the return the favor. A Mine Raider. Seems fine. They create... Oh, Coyote. Yes. It's not an outlaw, of course. I think we are placing this guy over here for now. Dust Animus. Very dark. Shit. And nothing really for me. In theory, this is okay. Because of health per brute and stuff like that. But we don't really have anything that counts us putting outlaws into... Yeah, this one got dust, though. I think it's too weak, and it's also just gonna wheel around. So, Dust Animus, you say. Wily Duke, Prairie Dog, and White-Green Dude is gonna be happy. I think we are taking a 2/2 haste. Maybe. This is not the pack would have wanted. To be honest, we could take the Dust Animals here. And just see whether or not we are not. I think it's a better pickup. Maybe we're not playing black. I doubt it, but you know. And then we immediately get to shoot the Sheriff and Outlaws Merriment. What's this about? This card is insane. It also has some pretty nasty mana requirements. Molten Duplication is weird. Shoot the Sheriff if it's a very strong one. Raven of the Fellow Omens might wheel. This card is broken, though. They can't remove it. Discerning Peddler is good enough. It's like a fort in the road here. Stick with the black-red. Go shoot the Sheriff. Switch to like a red-white. Shell with Outlaws Merriment. Hustler, Desert Stew, these are strong cards though. I took the Merriment and we get a second at knife point. I don't think I want a second. Do I though? Maybe I do. Now I took the Merriment. These are just gonna be wasted picks, aren't they? Taking that knife point here. If we had gotten like another sweet white card, we might have with that. There's also the chance that we try to pick up some deserts now. Karawek the Punisher, though. Treasure Dredge is also really nice with what we've got going on. I'm missing some nicer ways to commit crimes. Target black card from your... Yeah, it seems like this is just a wasted detour. Do I want Sarawak or do I want the Treasure Dredger? Cast the copy. If you do, you lose 2 life. I think we still want to try him. Now let's find some ways to commit crimes other than just... Yeah. Weird direction. Another Hellspur Brute. What do we have? Is this guy? He is. Not. There we go. Vault Plunder is a strong card, and the Hellspur Brute is a nice one if we can get a good way to get it out. There's also, like, Terminal Agony. Maybe we're not playing the Merriment, it doesn't seem like. I think we are taking the Brute again. Just 2 of these means that we have, like, a real clear plan. And another knife point. Yeah, we're definitely black here. Sorry. What was it? Shoot the Sheriff? No, that was versus the Dust Animus. We're taking Consuming Ashes. I don't want a third one of these. We need some better ways to commit crimes as well. Servant of the Stinger would have been sweet, but I think we are taking Consuming Ashes over that. Nice. This could splash the Dust Animus in theory. And we are taking it. If we get like one more source, I think I'm just gonna jam them in there. Just because it's tough enough. Prickly Pear is nice. Really good with Hellspur Brute. Especially when you have multiples. Reckless Lackey. At this point, I might just want to play it, to be honest. I think we do. It's a pretty bad combo with Knife Point, though. Roadrunner is strong as well, to get in the extra points in the end, but not an Outlaw. I think we're gonna go in on the Outlaws here. Discerning Peddler, Raven. Commit crimes, commit crimes. Peddler's an Outlaw, though. Yeah, let's take the Outlaw here. I would have wanted the Raven as well. A Skullduggery seems really, really up my alley here. Explosive Derailment going all the way around. That's my last third, but yeah, sure. Highway Robbery, I might play this as well. Rakdos joins up. When Rare enters the battlefield, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with 2 additional +1/+1 counters on it. Whenever a legendary creature you control dies. So it's a return with something on it. Brimstone Roundup, no, that's the one. Scorching Shot we could take. Is this good, even? And it is good, that's not what I'm meaning, but for us here. I think I'd rather have a Scorching Shot, to be honest. This does bring her back. It does bring, Magda back with stuff on it. Let's try it, let's try it. It's a little late on the curve for what I really wanted. There's a Murder and another Consuming Ashes. Having 2 Consuming Ashes already, I think I'm gonna take the Murder. But I think normally I would actually default to Consuming Ashes in this set. There's a Deadeye Duelist that I'm gonna hope wheels. I think one of these at least will wheel. We are gonna be murdering here. And then we can cut some stuff at the moment, at some point. Unfortunate Accident, Vanishing Spree. I think Unfortunate Accident is gonna be the choice. What does this even do? Mine Raider, Magebane Lizard. That player doesn't target. Doesn't work. Pyromancer's another Mine Raider. Another Overzealous Muscle. I think we are not getting anything from this pack. Is probably gonna be the real thing here. I don't think I want 3 Mine Raiders. We also have Treasure to splash the Dust Animus off. Actually, these are all Outlaws. Warrior, Cleric, Rogue. No, these are not all Outlaws. Why are they not all Outlaws? That seems like a flavor fail. It seems like a hard flavor fail. It's literally called Outlaws. Pariah, no. Undersalvo might be, maybe Gold Pan could be a thing. More treasure stuff. But to be honest, we mostly wanted to cast the Dust Animals and to make dragons with this guy that we are probably gonna just get killed right away. Thunder Salvo. I think I'm taking this Salvo here. It commits crimes, I guess. Kills small stuff. We have so many cuts to make at the moment. Can we splash this guy? Whenever you commit a crime, you may pay one. If you do, look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand and the other into your graveyard. Oh, that's a Desert Steward as well, though. I think I would take this one and play it, just because I think we have enough treasure generation. But with the Desert Stew there, I think we're just gonna go for that. We could also, like, Lively Dirge, what might not be insane here, with Magda, and I think Lively Dirge might actually have been pretty good there. Another Cunning Coyote or Raven. I think Raven is just about close enough to actually be good now. At this point, I would have liked to normally stop to see which direction I was going, whether or not I wanted another Coyote, or I wanted to lean more on the synergy pieces. Because we are, like, right in the middle of 2 things. Just some amount of aggro. I don't even know how many creatures I have. It's weird that... Oh, you can always check here, I guess. 14 creatures at the moment. Peddler, let's take it. Find enough card. Oh, I had one already. Derailment. Scorching Shot. Seems stronger, to be honest. Just to have something that deals 5 instead. We're gonna take it here at least. And we get a Consuming Ashes on the wheel. Okay, so the colors are correct at least. Another Lackey. Another, I don't know. Let's take this one. Doesn't matter. We're not going to be playing these, I don't think. Just cut it down to size now. Okay. Now to make this into something. I don't think we want Return the Favor anymore. Although it is kind of sweet since we have so much instant removal stuff. We're cutting that. Pair. Start by going like this. Need to cut 10 cards. Holy moly. I'm not playing the planes. I think I only want 16 lands, so that might be fine. Not playing you. Just start putting things on the cutting block. Oh, maybe not. Actually. So you are outlaws, you're an outlaw, you're outlaws, you're outlaws. And not. These are outlaws. Outlaw. Not an outlaw. Blood Hustlers, an outlaw. The Raven is not an outlaw. Why do we care too much about outlaws? For the Hellspur Brutes and for Knife Point. Knife Point mostly cares about crime, so First Strike is sweet to have on all of your attackers, though. We don't have anything to boost them with, really, other than we do have a... We have, like, a few mercenaries. We don't even have that many. I think only we have this one to create mercenaries. Is that it? Can that be true? Can actually be true. So... No, of course not. We have double of these to create them as well. Can at least cut one of those. I don't want to be playing more than one. Explosive Derailment, Hail to pay, double Desert Stew. We don't have any deserts, we'd have one. Thunder Salvo. I think I prefer the Desert Stew even if they're small. Scorching Shot, Rakdos joins up. Just put... Holy moly, we have so much removal here. I'll pay. Do I even want Skullduggery at this point? I might not. One Discerning Peddler must be enough. think the Raven is fine enough with this amount of cards. We don't have a lot of incidental damage though. We only have the Dead-Eyed Duelist. Most of this is just gonna be like a straight up attack them deck. First strike, hopefully. There we go. Catawhack the Punisher. Recasts black cards, that's more removal. I think we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 removal spells straight up. 10. Oh, that's a lot. So this destroys target creature, creates a mercenary. This deals 4. These are probably the weakest we have at the moment, which is saying something because this is a good removal spell. Rakdos joins up. We have no legendary creatures. This is a legendary creature though, so we do have some legendary creatures. 4 more cards. I'm considering the Raven, but it seems to be just too good here, to be honest. This guy is probably not, even though he allows some really sweet turns with the Hellspur Brute. Do we just have too much removal? Let's cut the Skullduggery for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I don't think we can cut the Coyote. I think we need to. Maybe we're just playing a different sort of game than I thought we were. We can't protect our creatures though. We can't re-buy them too many times either. We might actually be having trouble if they have a lot of removal. Maybe we want like an Overzealous Muscle? Like a top end? Because as soon as we kill something, they can't kill it unless they're removing it with like exiling effects. So if we go a little higher on the curve, we could cut. Probably have to cut something here, which seems insane. Cut a single Desert Stew. We'll cut some of this random filler stuff. I think that might be just lean a little more to the slower version of the deck. Turning Peddler. Cut one of those. Cut a Reckless Lackey. Be less aggressive. But the problem is, no, we do have the answers to their stuff, so we just have to have something in place that can kill them eventually. Coyote is not amazing in that case. Strong card though. This gets us back a big guy or one of the important ones. This one. Maybe we can cut a Mind Raider. It's an interesting position to be in with having too much removal. Because to be honest, this is too much. Right? If we'd had like a sweet top end, like the other bomb instead, this one is still fine for that. But even more buying back stuff, maybe. Got the Coyote. Just waking 1/1s. We have 16 lands already. Cut a single Mind Raider. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 creatures only. I think we might want to rebuild this once we felt like what we're going for. Because it feels a little wrong to me as it is now. Let's just say that's it for now. So I'm just gonna take a small break before we actually play the games. Okay. Okay, I'm back, and there's a little alteration to the deck here. I'm cutting an Overzealous Muscle and a Prickly Pear, and I'm putting in one Mind Raider and the Outlaws Merriment. I've also changed the mana up a bit to support this, and now I just click them all out because I'm an idiot. So there we go. 40 cards. So that's 16 lands. I was considering going 17, but I just can't find out what to cut, to be honest. So we're gonna try that like this instead. I wanted some inevitability, and I think the Outlaws Merriment gives me that. Even if it's really hard on the mana, with the extra treasures, we might be able to support it. So we are splashing a double off-color card, and probably immediately gonna cry about it in a second. A lot of removal spells, and... oh, I was actually considering cutting Scorching Shot as well. And absolutely nothing going on. Double red mana, this is horrible. I guess we can kill something with a Scorching Shot and do nothing else. I think we try and mulligan this one. Yeah. I'm much happier with what we've going on here, I think. Still not ideal. And I think we're gonna bin the Rakdos thing here. Let's do that. If we really want to play around with this, we should hope to draw a land and then at 4 go. I think we might want to try that. So instead of opening on the Fallen Flats, because we don't have a 2-drop anyways, we're gonna go Swamp into Mountain into hopefully drawing a land. And then we're gonna use this instead to... what does this do? This creates a Mercenary. Not what I want to be doing. So if I don't draw the land next turn, it's obviously gonna be horrible. This is destroy target creature for 4. This is create treasures. Let's get this out there. It was a risk and it failed. That's just how it goes. Would have been sweet if it had worked. We would have been able to go at knife point. And then drop the land on 4 and get a Mercenary to play Mind Raider into. What did he plot? A Richter's Robber. My turn. Desert Stew with a single desert. We can kill this guy. That might be a thing. We can at knife point first. Let's do that. Also pay. To pay from hell. Oh, what? Whenever you cast a creature spell, choose 1. We're gonna murder that guy, I think. Create a 1/1. I think we're just gonna straight up murder that guy. Before anything else happens. And now we have the dude for this one, so we can get our treasure token. This is an alternate hand, let's say that. Raven of Fail Omens. Let's start by making this thing happening. A lot of open mana. Don't want to do anything with it. No attacks. No thank you. The interesting part about this is that it makes all of the deal damage instant spells into sort of like Desert Stew-like effects. Another Richter's Robber. Okay. Now he's gonna be sacrificing something soon in order to play both of these for extra value. I think we are just gonna have to let him do that. I don't see us doing anything about it. Raven of Fell Omens and ready to Desert Stew something. I guess. Yeah. We don't have anything to Hell to Pay into at the moment. We could buff up. I think we're gonna buff up the Mind Raider and swing with it. Deal him 4 points of damage. He might just chump though. Just whatever. I guess he'll chump it if he chumps. There could have been an argument for not pumping it, because that way he might have done the throw everything in front of it. That seems unlikely, but he could have. So, Oleg mad, whatever his face is there, and we can't cast this for real, even though it's lit up, because it only makes a mercenary. We only have the one, so we can't kill this guy. If he can sacrifice whatever now. Oh, he's just going to be attacking instead. I'm desert stewing this in response, I think. No, because then he can play both of his dudes. We have to do this on the end step. So we're just going to take 4 here. Yeah, we're just going to take 4. Not going to allow him to get that thing going. Those guys with all the zombies would be unfortunate. Be accidental. We're not going to block the line breaker either, I guess. So we're taking 5. Sure. Would have been an argument to do it on my turn. But you had double of those plotted. Throw from the saddle. This is nice though. He does get to get both of his dudes, but at least it stops the effect there. He did force us into killing his creature, unfortunately. This is gonna give him a lot of stuff. Ooh, So not being able to kill this guy instead was a little bad there. What can we do? We can hell to pay. I think we're just gonna. Should we maybe consuming ashes something here? We are really lacking. We're severely lacking a board though. We could swing. That could be interesting. Does this go to the target creature only? And it makes tap treasure tokens as well. Unfortunate accident is probably what we want to be playing here. So tap, he's gonna swing back with a lot of damage. I'm doubting my ability to be really aggressive here. It's just gonna chump it. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. It doesn't work. Damn it. How do we do this? Swing to see if he wants to trade it. He's gonna throw a lot of stuff in front of it. Let's just try it here. Not liking the board state at the moment. He's just gonna take the damage, of course. Sure. Fortunate accident. Let's hold it up. Let's see what he does. This is 5 mana to create the extra 1/1. Hell to pay is a sorcery. Oh, this is not right. Okay. And swing with everything? Yeah, that seems fair. Not those guys? Okay. Unfortunate action, trade a 1/1. So what do we want to kill? We want to kill this guy first. So you can get it back again. I guess so. A little annoying. And you actually, maybe this is better. Maybe conserve a bit of life. That's not conserving a lot of life though. So we're taking 8, we're taking 10. Are we okay with that? I think we're gonna have to be. Kills a 2/2. Seems bad. Maybe what we want to do instead is just go all in on the block on this guy. It's easier to survive though, if we spread them out. Let's see what happens. Oh, he didn't have anything anyways, so we probably wanted to get rid of the Richter droppers instead. So, another consuming ashes. We don't have the mana to double spell here, though. This can kill a 3/3. pretty easily, and if we tap all the way out, we're at least gonna be creating some amount of stuff. We want to hold it up for his? No, we can't hold it up. Let's go for it. How much mana can we create with this? We're dealing 4. We're only creating 1 extra. So if we draw land, we can double spell with all the... I think this is our best chance, though. So one more land should be enough to do something. And I don't want to be attacking with that guy. We're keeping back the Mind Raider to trade with the Robber. It's not looking great, but we're not in terrible shape either yet. Like, let's see him drop something bad and make it terrible shape, though. Yeah. Ruthless Lawbringer is not great. He's gonna take away our Mind Raider, probably. So we don't have a good block. Yeah. And we're gonna be trading off. We're gonna be jumping the Robber, and then he's just spreading out his damage. Is this enough to actually kill me? I don't think it's enough to... Why are there 2 of these? Did none of them die before? Did I do something bad before? I might have done something bad before. I'm taking 4. I'm taking 6 and keeping my Raven. I think the Raven saves more life by being alive. Oh, this is not great. More creatures is not great either. A land was nice, though. So, take away his Richter's Robber. Get a blocker. Take away his Ruthless Lawbringer. Oh, this doesn't work. No. Should have done it on his turn. Oops. I'm just dead, right? This doesn't trigger twice. This doesn't trigger twice. So if I'd just done it on his turn, I'd gotten another blocker and another life. And then I would have been able to draw into the Dust Animus. And we didn't have enough lands to do that, though. Ah! Are we just dead here? We're just dead here. Doesn't matter. Oh, now we're not just dead. We're still just dead. Doesn't matter. Oh, come on. Nope. Misplay. Straight up. And annoying one at that. Would it have mattered? I'm not sure, but it was definitely a misplay. Good start here. We did sort of feel the lack of land a bit as well. Imagine sitting with the Merriment in hand there and not having the lands to cut. But we did have the treasure, so that's not a good argument. Let's just try again. The Shroom. Yeah, once again, not the correct set of things to have going for us. No Outlaws for these guys. No black mana either. I think the whole white thing is making the deck too bad. I wanted to give it a little bit of, like, inevitability. But I think I just screwed myself up too hard. I think we're gonna keep this off of Scorching Shot and see what happens. If we can get to 5 mana or even just, like, get a black mana going. Yeah. That's a card. This is a sorcery as well. So... no bad mana for what we're going on at this moment. I think we're just gonna have to snap this to do something. Nah. We can hold it one turn. We want to be able to play whatever else we get. Let's just kill it. It's just so weak if he doesn't cast spells, and he doesn't have any target for the spells, so maybe we should just let it happen. Let him have it. Compared to whatever 3-drop he plays now. Yeah, definitely. Nice. We can help to pay this, and we're definitely gonna. Nothing else. And we're not even gonna get any treasures from it, though. It was like an argument to wait for that one. Don't think we're winning this game either. This seems like a bad start for us. Really bad start. That did not help our case. The double health per brute stuck in hand. No outlaws to do it with. Like this focus sure shot. We can't even kill that even if we had the mana to do so. The land to do so, I guess. There's a black land that in theory does, I guess, play this. I think we need to go over the deck again and see if we can fix it for the next one. They play a Hellspur Brute as well. And Blam Slam. This is everything as trample, of course. I think actually we want to kill this guy instead. Take 9. More red mana does nothing here. Yeah, we're dead. This is trample. Good game. Okay. So, really hurt by the mana there. And I think we need to fix that. I think we're just gonna have to accept that our deck is not too powerful and then try and fix at least so it functions. Could have just drawn better as well, but that's always the option. Let's get this out of there. Put another black back in. Outlaws Merriment. At this point I want the Overzealous. Card one of those. What are we at? 16 lands. Let's get a Peddler. Actually, quickly pair. Maybe instead. We just want some amount of early game instead. Now we're gonna... Let's try this one. We could also just have switched out of trying to go for the synergy stuff with Knife's Point. We don't really have what it takes, it seems. We do have a lot of crime stuff, though. And we could have won the first one. I'm pretty certain that if we've just, like, sequenced stuff better, we might have been able to take it. That last one was a pretty glaring mistake, not remembering that it's only once per turn with most of these effects. The fact that Grenadier, whatever it's called, the 2/2, doesn't have that clause. Ooh, widget. This one, hopefully, Blood Hustler into Priestly. This looks a lot more like a hand. We still don't have the second black, though. Once again. Boo boo boo. All this double black nonsense. At least this something. Interesting. Let's start by attacking, I guess. And Mystical Tether on the Hustler? Sure. An interesting suite of cards here. I think we just will go. This is still a sorcery, unfortunately. So we can't cast anything this turn. If we gives us a target for this, we can at least make some treasures. If it's low enough on health. Grizzly Bill is low enough on health. And we are just gonna be straight up snapping that off. Let's create, how much can we go for? 3? So he held up, so he's gonna be countering this thing, it seems. Still gonna be my play. So let's get the, whatever it's called, Snakeskin Veil. Nope, he didn't have it. Awesome. So he took away my if you commit crimes, dude. That would suggest that he thinks that I have a lot of ways to commit crime. And then he plays this out without protection. And without... Didn't even landfall it, right? Mystical Tether on the Prickly Pear seems very aggressive as well. He must be just stuck with weird stuff. Let's do Magda and Fellraven. Instead of plotting the Animus, because we can't be sure we're drawing lands anyways. We might want the treasure for something else at this point. There's a good chance he has more removal, and I honestly rather he used it on the Magda than on... So can we... We can Consuming Ashes that one, but that's gonna use our stuff. So we're gonna get another treasure if we do it though. So we could murder it instead and still not have any mana left for stuff. But at least we get a new treasure, right? This means we can plot the Dust Animus. Does this enter tapped? Tapped treasure token, it does. So we're either plotting the Dust Animus, or we are killing his lifelinker. I think we're killing his lifelinker. Annoyingly so. Oh, now he has. Nice. So, swing in the air for 2, I guess. Take 3 points back. Not ideal. So, he must have had it before us. No, he can't have had it before. He would have saved Grizzly Bill. Seems weird not to do so. He's just drawn it in between. So one more land, white or black, would be sweet. Definitely not the both. Yeah, maybe even that. To be honest, it still commits a crime. So yeah, do that. Black land is fine. Let's get rid of that thing. Knife point doesn't do a lot, nor does the other thing. None of these even do that much. I think they're just going to the bin, both of them. We could plot this guy now. I think we want to do that more than we want the extra treasure there. Then just all attacks. He can flash in a Holy Cow, maybe? So that seems to suggest I should have mercenaried on the Raven of Fell Omens instead of letting he eat that. Now we're gonna all attack instead, and then I should have done the other thing, so just to call the misplay up front. Definitely should have mercenaried the Raven. There's like a chance he can deal a little bit of damage, but if he does that, he's still gonna do it to Magda. Oh! So, in exactly this scenario, this was actually the better play, but I still think it was a misplay. He has a lot of removal, though. And he just used a Tornado knowing that the Dust Animus was coming. During your turn, your opponents can't cast spells or activate abilities of artifacts, creatures, or... In your turn, okay. So Peddler doesn't work when he's alone on the hand, so I'm gonna keep him for a little while, I think. Am I okay trading here, maybe? Maybe I'm just okay trading. Let's start by getting this one out there. And to be honest, I think I'm just playing this to present a wider board. If I trade off Magda, we don't have a lot going for us. We can also make it hard on him and try to attack with both. He can eat the mercenary, then he takes 2 points of damage. 2 points of damage doesn't do a lot though. I think we're just going to be attacking with both. Because in this case, just the Dust Animus is going to be lethal next turn. I figured that he was going to trade those. And let's represent a little more. Let's cut a card, can't do that. It's a little too close here. If you can take care of the Dust Animus. But he needs to be able to also deal with some of the other stuff eventually. So just a kill spell wouldn't get him out of this one. Lassoed by the Law would be sweet for him. Giant Beaver doesn't do it. Reckless joins up. Sure, that doesn't work as well. Let's just let's cast it anyways. Magda, get her back. Sure. 4 in the air. Okay, so we did get our 1 win at least. Yeah. Not feeling too confident. Obviously. Let's keep at it. And we are fighting Noko. The weird hand here. Opponent goes first, 1 red mana, and we are gonna get a treasure and a Mind Raider. I think we are gonna keep this, even though this card is pretty dead at the moment. Please give me a red source. We have like 7. That's not a best of chances. The red source. We're very close to just bricking again. Multiple sources of treasure here. Just a red source and we can get the Dust Animus out. There we go. Are we starting with this thing instead then? No, I think we're just gonna be throwing this guy down now. We're not committing crimes right now anyways. And we got our thingy, Mabob. Also called the treasure. Human Path Journey. So find 5 lands, put them into exile, and then put another one of them into... Okay. He's going big, 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 big. And he pinned a Primal Might and a Savage Smash. It's just all of the weird spells. Or like Prosperity bonus sheets once. Rakdos joins up is fine for later, I guess. So if we Knife Point here, I think that would be the best. Knife Point and plot the Dust Animus. Yeah, let's do that. Seems like a good enough play. Dust Animus. And swing with you with first strike. Blood Hustler doesn't attack here, unfortunately. So he's gonna get a random land. He only had 4 different ones. Ooh, Fibblefib. So that's one that makes you able to plot off the top of your land. And he used that already. 0 mana. Equal to its mana cost. Oh, he just paid for it. That's fine. Take 2. Take 1. Second at Knife Point. Interesting. Would much have preferred a land there. We can Hell to Pay. This is what, 2? Theory, we can Hell to Pay it anyways. I'd much rather do that on the Gila Corsa. We can just crime here. Maybe we're just... I think we're just putting out another Knife Point here and then hoping to draw land next turn. Rather than playing the... whatever it's called now. We need the Consuming Ashes for whatever big stuff he's playing. This one can kill the Gila Corsa. Practice joins up, will get us back our Dust Animus. But not in a good way, unfortunately. Still a 4/5 flyer. With Rakdos, even if it doesn't have lifelink though. What did he plot now? Pugilist. He's just... May plot non-land cards from the top of your library. He's getting his value out of this guy. How did he... Oh, he's plotting this for its plot cost, actually. So maybe that wasn't from the top of his library? I'm a little confused. Must have not been, I guess. Blood Hustler isn't ideal anymore. We can still do stuff with it, though. There we go with the mana. So start by doing this. Just getting it out there. And I think we can attack with both here. If we crime, this is get first strikes. We can trade it for... Yeah, that seems fine. There's no block you can do with that. It's gonna be really bad. I guess he could block with... No, that still doesn't work. So attack with everything. Or maybe we have to pay first because it's sorcery. I think we just held to pay the Gila Corsa here. What does he have? Next turn he can go Jolene into Eastburst. How much can I pay for? I can pay 4. Get 2 treasures. I think this is my best. It's my choice. And this works, right? Yeah, it does. It's only dealing 5, though. Now we have the 4/5 flyer. We should be able to do something lifelinkly soon. And extra mercenaries are not bad. Pugilist there. The Beastbound Outcaster for an extra card. Consuming Ashes on the Bristlebot Farmer. Still allows me to at least attack in the air. No, he's killing the Dust Animus now. Fortunate. This is even in a way where Rakdos joins up, doesn't get it back. We can keep criming for more dudes. I think I don't mind trading them for the Gardener here. We're gonna get more back, and this is like a decent way to get something off the board. So the combo of a million lands and Fibble Fib is quite nice, to be honest. Maybe we need to mill 3 cards, maybe put a permanent. This is also more... We need to get rid of that thing, I'm afraid. Can we attack then? We might be able to. We can also just sit back for a while. We do have the treasure to explosive derailment. Maybe we swing and see if we can, like, lure out a double block here. Keep these guys back to chump. So he has only 1 treasure. This only sacrifices treasures, right? Yes. Might have something bad for us in hand. He also has quite a bit of life actually lying over there. So maybe he's just taking this on the chin. Maybe that was a bad attack then. Because you can just life food. Eat food. Nom nom. First strike damage, sure. Dude, this is it's not the one that gets lifelink. Okay. Yeah, but we're definitely not casting it this turn because we learned our lesson last time that those at knife point only trigger once per turn. But we can kill, like, the Jolene or the Beastbound Outcast after he's attacked. If he attacks. Do we have any creatures? We don't have any creatures in the bin. We really need to get something in the bin for Rakdos joins up. Stop cold is another annoying thing. Can't do anything about it. Another land. Not a lot of land left in that deck. It's drawn a shit ton of cards. One must admit. So, swing with everything except double tip. And make a treasure and kill a 1/1. I think that's what's going on here. So if he's not... I couldn't theory... Oh, I could have... that was dumb. I should have killed it in response. If he's gonna allow me to just... I think if we kill it now... So if we deal 4 to... this guy, he's gonna kill one of the things. If we kill this dude instead, let's do that. And then we're gonna create some 1/1s we can throw in front of Jolene. And just toss 3 of them in front of her. Maybe even 4, to be honest. Do I mind losing all of them? I might mind losing all of them. Right now she doesn't have to use a treasure. You can just trade. I think this is still better. But if he had like a +1/+1, and he could also do the treasure. No, he didn't have to use his treasure. So if he sequenced this differently, if we killed Jolene in the first one, we would still have had to throw 3 in front of the other guy. Consuming ashes. Do we have a target now? We still don't have a target. From your graveyard. So it still doesn't work. This lost its abilities though. And we can't even kill it. We can only throw it away. We don't even have the mana to target Fibblethip with that one. So this was not the best of draws right now. We could in theory take out the Patient Naturalist, but that seems insane. So we're holding it up at least. I guess we're going like this and just attacking. There's an argument for keeping him back so we can trade with the Naturalist instead, because we might not be winning this run. This race, I mean. And then we could Rakdos it back afterwards. In turn. This double knife point is quite cute. It's up at 7. Skullcrack. Players can't gain life this turn. Damage can't be prevented this turn. 3 damage. That's a weird card for him to play. Players can't gain life this turn, okay. 3 damage to target player Planeswalker. Doesn't do a lot. Doesn't do a lot. Electrodominant straight to my face. I have no way to... Oh, fuck. Yeah, there's no way to do anything about that. We can kill you, I guess. Get 2 1/1s, not do anything about that. That was a sweet way to die, though. Get another land, doesn't do anything either. Nice, good game. So, I think I even called we had to do the 1/3 soon, and I seen this was gonna be when that was. Oh, jeebus, not a good draft. So, like, the problem with the first 2 seemed pretty clear. We messed up the deck too much by trying to put the Merriment in there. It's also like a clustered mess of stuff. We have some synergies going with that knife point and crimes, but we didn't really have the amount of early game to support a real aggro deck, it seemed. Could have put actual stuff in to do that instead. It's actually one of the ones I would be really interested in hearing. How would you guys actually build this deck? What cards were supposed to be in there, what cards were not supposed to. Imagine that I did the draft for you and just threw you this pile of nonsense and said build the real deck for me here. Yeah. Thank you for joining. If you have been, I've been Shandron. You've most definitely been awesome. Don't forget to do the YouTube stuff, and bye-bye.